I took my fiance home to meet my family and left with no fiance. I, 30F, got engaged in March of this year to Easton, 31M, that I had been dating for the last 3 years. It was heavenly bliss until I introduced him to my family. We went home to meet my family as it was important to him to get their blessing. I didn't care either way, but I did it to make him happy. Everyone was welcoming of him and seemed genuinely happy for us. Before the trip was over, my eldest brother suggested a sibling and partners camping trip in a cabin up north to bond and get to know my fiance away from our parents. I was reluctant, as I typically didn't spend as much time back home, but eventually agreed. The trip was going well, so I let my guard down and decided to enjoy being in the mountains with my siblings. However, the day before the trip was over, everything changed. My sister and her husband were on their 17th argument of the day, and it was only 11 in the morning. Her husband stormed out and she stayed there, just crying. I don't do well with other people's emotions, so I suggested a hike to clear everyone's heads. My fiance suggested that as siblings go, so that my sister could talk freely if she needed to. I asked if he was sure, and he stated that he'd just check some emails while we were out early on the hike. My sister said that she just wanted to go home. I offered to walk her back, but she said she wanted to clear her mind. We continued our hike and she went back to the cabin. After the hike, my brother and his wife wanted to explore, but I just wanted to shower, so I headed back to the cabin. My sister's car was still outside even though it was a couple hours later in the day. I ignored it and went inside. I heard soft sounds coming from upstairs and then a familiar voice. I went upstairs only to see my fiance and my sister together in the worst way. Something broke inside of me. I took a picture of what I saw, quietly grabbed my things and left my ring on the counter. I left, sent the picture to the family group chat, and turned my phone off. The next day, I had 47 missed calls from my family and over 75 texts from my fiance. Apparently, her husband got the text as he was returning to the cabin and wasn't so kind to my fiance. Initially, I felt justified in my actions. I hate it, but I did. However, I now know that even though what they did was devastating, what I did was wrong. To sending that picture to the family chat was upsetting, and the innocent family members didn't deserve to get dragged into that. My engagement is over. I removed myself from the family group chat, and I haven't spoken to anyone about it since. These last few months have just felt so empty. I just want to move past this, but I don't know how.